This is a detective story that's set in New York. That wasn't clear. It's called It Was Quiet, Too Quiet. It was quiet, too quiet. That was the first thought that hit me as I completed the final leg of my midnight skulk. Any other evening, the city would bear witness to a whole platoon of vagabonds and shiftless youngsters privy to various misdeeds. Some nights, the cockroaches even had the guts to play their music too loud. Not in my town. But this night was different. I noticed it leaving the office. I noticed it there, trudging down Main Street. Silence. Silence. Silence quiet enough to make your ears rust. Silence like a chapel. Silence so silent. For a fleeting moment, it convinced me that maybe this town didn't need fellas like me. But I brushed that thought off my palate. This town needed me now more than ever. That's why my line of business don't come cheaply. I'm Deacon West, Connoisseur of Crime, Marshal of Mystery, Private Eye. Being 4 in the morning, this should have bothered me, but I'm nocturnal by trade. Any direct contact with sunlight makes me shrivel up and brown like an onion, which is a medical appraisal of my near-constant hangover. So to clarify, I'm not a vampire. Let's just get that out of the way right here. No vampires. West here, I said to the telephone, and this had better be important because you've interrupted my brooding. West, it's Myers, replied the telephone. The voice on the other line was near unrecognizable due to the lousy weather. But even before I picked it up, I knew it would be my ex-partner, Myers. Good evening, Lieutenant, I replied, my eager attempt at disguising my animosity failing worse than Heaven's Gate. What's the crime scene look like tonight? Loud neighbors, bad check, invalid parking. Damn it, Myers, it better not be invalid parking. No, Deacon, said Myers. Vandals. Vandals. I'm not a violent man by nature. I believe that the pen is mightier than the sword, which means that because I can't afford a sword, I stab people with pens. But the very mention of vandals makes my blood boil like homemade minestrone. I'm on my way, I whispered. The Spot, a darkened pit stop where charity events and community concerts were often staged, was already teeming with reporters, and for once, their numbers paralleled that of the cops on the scene. I was quickly approached by Myers. Hey, Deacon, he said. How's your throat? Getting better, I growled. Doc's taking a look-see tomorrow. He says he might be able to nix the polyps on my vocal cords before they turn into tumors. What's the story here? He led me down to the parking area. Well, looks like we got us a graffiti artist in town, said Myers. Use the western parking wall as a mural. Any suspects? It was called in 2 hours ago, but we're down to about 200. We originally had a figure of 600, but that included the entire town. So we filed a standard procedure on it and had all the suspects narrowed down to teenagers and hippies. What the hell are all these reporters doing here? Well, you see, this got phoned in by the padre from the local Baptist church. It's their wall, you see. That doesn't answer my question, I snapped. You're just gonna have to look, said Myers, and lifted the police tape. Wall. There, 8 feet high in green spray paint, was a detailed and fully erect phallus of exaggerated dimensions and consistency. My fists clenched involuntarily. My gum tightened. Sick, isn't it? I heard Myers say as he lit a cigarette. And just tomorrow, these folks were going to have a Punch and Judy fundraiser in this very spot. Good family show, proceeds go to schools. No, they'll have to find another venue. Have those monk reporters seen this yet? I asked through gritted teeth. No, we hadn't let him through. Good, I responded. Get him out of my crime scene. I approached the wall tenderly, as if I were approaching my dying mother. CSI wouldn't be down here for another 3 hours at least, but I could tell that the perp used a large Sienna brand spray can. I took a sample of the paint from the wall with my flick knife and tasted it. Lithium teal, out the wall of the church. Whoever this teenager or he was, I wanted him. I wanted him bad.